crispy.
And welcome back to another episode of the Chronicles of Al Figures, and we are continuing. I should have placed this window before I started. Oh man, everything's just falling apart. So the placement of the windows were successful. So you know, I don't know. It was easier than what I thought it was. I guess I never really have tried it. It just seemed that every time I would cut a window out, it would always go at an angle. But what I did this time is I just measured it on this side and then just measured it on the other side, and it ended up working out just fine. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some of that paper that's kind of cloudy and just kind of glue it onto here and do the same treatment for all 4 of the windows, and then glue them in. And once they're glued in, you'll get this effect. So this will be kind of the side of the diorama, or the long side of the diorama, and then you can magnetize it this way and make it kind of that corner of the diorama. So one of the things that I didn't plan for, I was just gonna do kind of this ridge here and just leave it at that, but then with the thickness of this little side brick piece, I don't like how this was potentially could be snapped off easily. So what I did is I just created these pieces here, and I'm just gonna glue them now, and that will give protection to that kind of overlapping ridge, and it'll also give it a kind of nice bulky type of look. So just gonna glue this in real quick. And what I always try to do is I always try to use, whenever I'm gluing pieces on, I always put a little bit of the tacky glue as well as the glue gun. And the purpose for that is, if this is in a very hot environment, let's say it's left in a sunroom, or let's say, it's in storage, if it's just glue gun, it could shift. That's an actual possibility. But if it's tacky glue, once that's dried on, it's not going to shift. So it's almost like that double glue protection. And I mean, just in terms of owning dioramas, it has happened before where I've left it in the sun, and things have shifted. So for years now, I've just been kind of giving it the double glue treatment. Alright, so I am still putting in some work into this one. Yesterday I put in kind of the muck that builds up under cement at times, a little bit of dirtiness here, and use this sponge to just do a little bit of grunge. So I took care of these 2 walls, put down the gum. If you guys ever look at a sidewalk, like really look at a sidewalk, all you're gonna see is like black dots just from gum. And decided that I wanna put a bollard in here. So usually, I haven't done a bollard in a while, but usually the way I do them is I kind of drill a hole in here, and then I put it maybe that deep in there, and then it kind of becomes a plug piece. And then bollards on top usually have, because they're filled with cement, they usually have kind of that raw cement. So I have this this texture, that I can just put in there, so that's gonna look good. So I'm gonna have that bollard there. And then last night I was thinking, I'm just looking at it, man, a lot of times when I create these and I'm getting through the process, I'll just look at different angles. And so I think what I'm gonna do is this wall, I'm gonna put an extended piece here that can be magnetized, so that you can put this wall here, so when you have this wall on the side, you have yet another angle for pictures. I've been wanting to get these for a while, so I finally picked up a set of 8, and I'm gonna try them out. So I have graffiti here, and I have some graffiti here. So what I'm gonna, with this one, I'm not gonna do any colors on the inside. It's just gonna be kind of the outline. With this one, I'm gonna see what I can do with these colors to give it a little bit of a colorful type of graffiti piece. So this is where I'm in the process. Also put the signage up. I think I want to put one more sign over here. But yeah, I think that's I'm happy with the progress, and then I still have to muck up the floor, put some kind of dirt in the corners and some oil stains. And so today is Wednesday, and I told him I would be done by Friday so that I can ship on Monday. Sunday I won't be home, so I have to finish this on Saturday so that Monday it could be packed up and ready to ship when I go to work. And this is where we are with it so far. I figured I'd record some of this footage of using Posca for the first time. So what I did here is I took this. Let me see, where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. So I took this white pencil and I just kind of traced out some letters, and then I painted this with, what color was it? Just brush paint, this Key West. And so now I'm going to just do some designs in it. I'm not sure how it's going to work with the acrylic paint laid in first. So far it looks like it's doing pretty good. Now, just in case anyone's curious or hasn't been watching this channel for any amount of time, I am a graffiti writer. That's kind of the first art. I've been a graffiti writer for more than 30 years. So a lot of the time when I create graffiti, it's just muscle memory and just designs that I'm comfortable with. So there's nothing, there's nothing to really look at in terms of how I'm going about this design. I'm just kind of just winging it, to be honest with you. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this blue and probably this kind of purple color for the inside, and then I'm going to use a black to kind of give it that final outline. So far so good. The only thing when you're working with these is that because of the lines, you're going to get a little bit of a hiccup. So you just kind of find a way to kind of make it as straight as possible without or so that you can't kind of see that. But yeah, so I'll keep filling in, and then I'll show you guys kind of the end result. But yeah, again, just no rhyme or reason, just giving it some designs on the inside, giving it some color. Yeah, these markers seem to be working okay over this acrylic paint. Alright, let's see what this comes out like. Alright, my colors are laid in, and it's time to, oh, was that tip coming off? To rock the outline, and basically the outline is what kind of makes it all come together. In terms of the letters, in terms of the 3D coming off of the letters. And so usually the outline should be set up so it's only one single stroke. So I'm painting everything tight enough to each other that I don't have to do a second line of the black. And then you do the 3D. And that's how this comes together. And a lot of times people ask me to do a tutorial on graffiti. The problem with doing a tutorial is that this is one of those arts that you just practice over years, you know what I mean? So there's nothing I can possibly teach, I don't think. I mean, I can kind of do this, where I'm kind of breaking down how I go about it, but in terms of the actual application of it, it's just a practice thing, more than anything. And for example, like I have to do the loop here. That's always a tough one because I gotta get it right. I can't So I gotta find the right angle. So let's see, we go up here. We gotta keep it right where the paint. See, I kind of got off of it a little bit because I should have been closer here. So we'll have to go back with that blue, but it should extend here. So I'll come back with that blue and fix that, but you guys kind of get the gist of it. And this one is officially a wrap. Let me close this window because then I'm gonna hear all the traffic outside. And so this one's a wrap, man. I'm very excited about this diorama. I want to off the bat say that is it is a 3-in-1. But in reality, there's a lot more to it than that. It's a 5-in-1, a 6-in-1. We'll see. We'll go through it. So this is how you can display it if you just want to kind of just put it on a shelf, or you can obviously do action figure photography. This one was built specifically for action figure photography. The client hit me up. He wanted something that can have a lot of different angles. So this is probably the most compact, the easiest way to kind of display it. And then what I did is as I've been showing you guys throughout this video, is I created, first of all, let's look at the graph. I finished the graffiti, got it a little mucky just so it looks like it's older graffiti. My tag, the year, these are 4 of my favorite people on planet Earth, my kids, my girlfriend. This is the other side of it, right? So it's magnetized here as well as here and here. So it goes here into the corner, right? So you turn this around, snap it into place here, and now you can take shots from here. You can put any background you want there. People could have done, in front of TV screens, laptops, what have you. So you have that option, right? You can also turn it around and you can take shots from this angle. Again, it's a wider end over here versus this kind of slimmer end, so you can do something there as well. A lot for the most part, all of these dioramas that I create, I always have it so that they're finished here. You're never gonna see a raw portion of it. And then turn it this way, you can see this is complete as well. In case the shot comes a little bit further out, you can have a little bit of the brick. So with these, with this one, you can take, again, these 2 different angles. Now, this door opens. This door is a bonus that I'm throwing in. I usually create doors, but this is a freebie for him. It's something I got, from the 3D printed from the Bamboo app. But what I wanted to make sure is that I painted the inside. I got a little gray, so I have to kind of touch that up. So painted the inside of the door, painted the other side. So if he wanted to do some other background, he can do that as well. But at the very least, the floor is black. So I'm looking at this and at it, because a lot of times when I create a diorama and I'm going through the process, there's times where I'll just look at it for a while and I say to myself, why can't we put this wall over here to give it kind of that third look? So this is magnetized here. I also want to paint this before I send it, because this isn't something I was planning. So I was looking at it and I'm like, man, it would be great if I can kind of do something here, where I can put this. So what I decided to do is to create 2 things. First, kind of this extension floor, right? So it's magnetized here and magnetized there. So this will clip right onto the side of the diorama. And these 2 magnets that are there, you're able to put that there, right? You can adjust it. Now, because this is a freestanding piece, there is going to be a gap there. But if you lean something on here, it could be anything. Let's take a pumpkin. If you put a pumpkin and lean it on there, it will eliminate the gap if you adjust it just right. And boom, it kind of eliminates that gap. So now you have this other scene, and originally I hadn't painted the inside of this door, but then when I did that, I figured you can do something where someone's hiding behind the door, what have you. Painted that, added the doorknobs. But then I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, this makes no sense, because if you have this where I guess you're bringing supplies into it, how are you going to get it up a sidewalk? So I created this little piece so you can slide right into there, and if it was a dolly or something you needed to bring up, now you have that piece. So now you can even kind of put it into the corner if you wanted to. I kind of like it there, but it's up to the new owner of the dial to do it how he wants to do it. So I think this is great to have so many different options to take pictures. Now with the windows, I created it so that you can light it as well. You can get a certain type of shots here. We also have this additional light, right? And let me grab my phone because I wanted to show. So now we have this other look, right? Now we take this off, take the extender piece off, take this off, pumpkin back home, put this into place, turn it around, give it that original kind of look. Let's turn off this light, close this up, make it a little bit darker. Now this little light here can shine that corner, but it also kind of flexes, so if you wanted to shine it like that, you have options in terms of how you want to light that up. But because this is a two-way window, I guess, you can also light up these windows. So you have all these different options. You can put a little bit of light behind here as well, and have that effect kind of that you see there on the wall kind of extend down if you wanted to. You know, you have those. Yeah, man, I'm super excited about this. I love how it came out. The options that he's gonna have are gonna be great. And I showed it to him, and he gave me a big OMG. So he's very happy with it. And yeah, so it's now time to take some studio pics and box this up and send it. So it is Saturday. I did my timeline. I finished it right on time. And I'm happy for that. Glued this piece in so the doorknobs are in. I don't think they can go up and down. No, they can't, which is fine. You don't really need them to. This bollard was something that I had kind of discussed with you guys. Kind of put that texture there, gave it that cement finish up top. This graffiti is most of my GN crew, and decided to throw a little crown on the day's throw up. But I'm happy with how this came out, man. I'm excited to see. I've been checking out his IG page, and he's into toy photography, and I love when people who buy my dioramas use them for action figure photography. It's my favorite thing in the world, man. So very, very happy with how this came out. And in a couple days I'll have the studio pics of this. So if you go to my Instagram, Al_Figures, you can kind of see the pictures. I also threw on a short here on YouTube. I also have a reel on Instagram, just kind of showing the process a little bit. Obviously this video is a little more extensive in terms of how I went about this. But all right, next project is my daughter's turning 22, and she wants a zombied out bodega, or an abandoned bodega. She likes My Littlest Pet Shops. She wants me to turn one to a little zombie and have a little Littlest Pet Shop in front of like a bodega. So that's what I'm going to be working on next as a present for her. This is what she requested. I'm very happy, because at first I thought she was playing me. She said, "No, Dad, that's what I really want." So I'm like, okay, you got it. So that's the next project. At the end of this, you're going to see an unboxing of a Law and Order, a figure that I got a week and a half ago for my birthday. And until the next one, I am out of here. So today is my 51st birthday. It is October 13th, approximately 2:42 p.m. Yesterday was the Boston Toy Con, very successful day, had a great day. And these two figures that I am presenting here were gifted to me by my wonderful girlfriend for my birthday. I am super excited about these. I am a huge fan of Leatherneck. Excuse me. And I love the Joes that come with the pets. And we got a German Shepherd. Like, come on, look how. Anyway, I'm gonna open this guy up. I'm gonna open this up another day. But today, and she was worried because it was all dented there. But it doesn't matter because I am opening this up. I am putting it on display next to Junkyard and Mutt, Snake Eyes, and Timberland. Is that his name? I don't even know. Horrible. But this looks great, man. First, let's do the pup. The little puppers. Here he is in his friendly version. And let's pull out the one with his, look at his mean version. Like, look how cute this guy, look how vicious this looks. Cute, vicious, it's wild. But it looks, and is this, do you put this over his eyes? Are these, yeah, this is like his, I'm gonna assume that they just decide they're gonna give him like infrared. Or maybe they're out in the desert and he just needs shades. I don't know. I'm not really sure what's happening there, but this is very cool. The articulation on here is awesome. You get articulation here at the knee, right at the foot. The tail articulates very well. You got some waist articulation, and you can even kind of put these out a little bit. The head can go up that high. Little low, but this looks really, really good. And then you get a lot of hands with this one. You get a total of 4 pairs, 8 in total. And I love this looks like a Uzi. I'm not a weapons specialist, I don't know, but if it is, I love that I had that kind of green on it. And the figure itself looks really good. So it's kind of cool because you get the handcuffs that are kind of just sculpted on there, and then you get the handcuffs that you can actually I'm not sure. Yeah, you can use. I was going to say, I don't know how it goes over the hands. Well, you pull out the hands and then you can kind of put the handcuffs in there. So that's kind of cool. You get a couple weapons, the baton, a knife. And one of the things I always love about these Joes is that there's a space for almost everything to kind of to store away. The baton is here. You have a gun here, perhaps. And this is he's a military police officer, so, and you even have the little snap-in strap to keep it in there. So I'm assuming the Uzi goes in here. Oh yeah, the Uzi goes in there. That's cool. That works very well. And now we just gotta figure out where the knife goes. Unless it goes on, does it go on the pup? No, it doesn't go on the pup. I may just be not seeing it. Let me see. Huh. You got the flashlight, you got that. Baton. Yeah, I don't see where the knife would be stored. I'm pretty sure I'll find it once I stop recording because it's always like that. But yeah, anyway, I love the vest. I love the red and blue contrast. As a Patriots fan, as a Red Sox fan, as a Boston fan, red and blue always looks good. The badge looks pretty good in gold. And then you get the helmet, and I bet you it fits perfect. Look how good that looks. Snaps right in. It looks really good. Yeah, dope figure. Pretty dope figure, man. I'm very happy with it. Very thankful to have gotten this for my B-Day. And this will be going on display with the rest of my Joes.